Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our Believe cards. This is by Mario Giordano. Be strong. Go with your heart. And believe in miracles, because anything can and will happen. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 98, NASDAQ up 44, S&P's up 13, gold contract up $9.30, trading at $1,253 an ounce. Silver up 23 cents at $19.02. Platinum up $2 at $1,442 an ounce. Light sweet crude down 7 cents at $102.57 a barrel. Bonds, you had the 10-year up 5 ticks at 124.15. 30-year up 6 ticks at 135.11. King dollar down 311 ticks, trading at 80.39. The euro up 59 at 136.58, and the yen down 34, trading out at 102.41. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You get an expansion upside, 12.5 points we go up. We did 600 million shares. Bottom line, what you're looking at here is that you had the Dow up, let's see, 0.5%. S&P was up 0.6%. NASDAQ was up 1 full percent. If we go take a look at the SPY, the SPY out here did 89 million shares out here today. Now, this is going to get pretty interesting, because what you do have is that 89 million took out the 192.99. That had 64. It's like, okay, it looks like a small ABC structure on the way up. You got 186 as your A, 192 is your B. That's $6. And, you know, you see basically is that 192, which gets you 198. Bizarre, yes, but that's what you have. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. Dow Industrials up $98 out here. If we go look at it doesn't have the volume as it overtook that area. If we do look at the diamonds, what you do have in the diamonds, though, your last swing point up here was 4.1 million, did 5.2. You could take the 167, you take the bottom of that 163, you get $4, which would get you 171, and right now we are at 168. NASDAQ, we take a look at the NASDAQ. What you have with the NASDAQ, this is what you have. NASDAQ was up $44. We're at $42.99. And that swing point that it's going for up there, yeah, it hit it. Okay, the swing point here is 4286. That's the swing point it was going for. We did 1.8 versus 1.6 billion. You take a look at the 3 Qs. What you have with the 3 Qs is this. This gets interesting, too, because the Qs also took out the swing point, took it out with volume. This is a big one, too. This is going to be interesting to see how this shakes out. So watch what you have here. Now, we certainly, as we were pushing into these highs, you didn't have the volume. You don't have the volume of the way up. But dailies, these things took out this last swing point and took it out with volume. So you can make the case 86.56 is the A point. 91 is the B, so you get $5, which would get you 95.64. And right now you're at 92.29. Deviance, here's the real deviance. So check this out, folks. So European Central Bank out here today came out, bottom line, they went negative interest rates. They're going to pump huge amounts of money into the banks to lend out in the mortgage business. They don't have mortgage-backed securities over there. They're going to create them. They're going to create them to push out the bread. Draghi's going to give free money away. Actually, there's going to be negative interest rates until at least 2016. So in that correlation, when we take a look at it, what you have with the euro, I'm going to go to the euro for a second. Euro today traded down to 135, closed at 136. Monster move. Now, dollar index. This correlation is important to really wrap your head around. This is what it is. Dollar index got over the swing point with volume, 53,000 contracts. Your swing point that dollar was going after was 80.77. We went to 81.06. We did 53,000 contracts. When you take a swing point out with volume, you don't hold price, you go right back topside. So it's going to be, you know, wild watching this baby shake out. I expect tomorrow coming into Friday, it won't be topside tomorrow, but what you'll see another reversal. Dollar can, you know, basically get back down to 79, 97 or something, and you're going to see it go right back topside. We go over to the euro. We take a look at the euro. What you have with the euro is this. Euro got down to that, your lowest swing point in the euro is 134.77. We got to 135.03. Euro more than likely will bounce now to like 136.98, another 300 ticks, okay? 98, no, 30, 60, 98, another 30 ticks. And come right back down into those lows that were generated out here today, which is a 135.03. Gold contract. Now, when this market, when it came out, folks, at 7:45 this morning, that was the first one. And then what you did have is that you had the meeting, the conference call, not the conference, the press conference 45 minutes later. You had the dollar and gold going up simultaneously. So what did gold do? Well, they didn't croak it, which is just amazing, okay? Gold got down to 1241. Your ABC structure on the way down is 1224. Rejected that lower price. The low of this level we're at here is 1240.30. We did 119,000 contracts. That 119,000 contracts is basically a decent start to see if, in fact, it can get juice going into the 1263. We go over and take a look at the GLD. You'll see the same in the GLD. You did 4.1 million shares. The gold, physical gold, as well as the equities are going to need more volume, but this looks to me like a decent base out here that was trying to get topside. Bonds. We go take a look at the bond market. We have what bonds is this. 10-year bond. She rejected lower price, had lighter volume, bonds on the way topside once again. We got down to 124.01. We did 1.4 million contracts. That was going against 2.4. Rejected lower price. Bonds want to make their way back up to this 126, the 10-year. We get over to the 30-year. We take a look at the 30-year, what you have inside the 30-year. 30-year also rejected lower price. We did 421,000 contracts. We closed out at 135.12. That 30-year is making their way back up to this 137 area. And we take a look at these yields out here. Yield in the 10-year is the 2.58. We go to the TLT. If you want to see the correlation inside the 20-plus bond, what you have is this. The TLT came down, rejected lower price, did 6.8 million shares, going into 11 million, going into 12 million. TLT is going to start making our way back to this 115.19 area. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Small caps. We've got to go over to small caps. Now, small caps, folks, will lay in there, couldn't get any traction whatsoever. And the dogs of the day got traction out here today, and this is what you have. Small caps also took out a B point with an ABC structure on the way up. That was 113.84. That B point had 46 million. We did 64. So your 8 point on the IWM is 107.44. Your B point is 113.84. So you got, what, 6.6? That's going to give you a 117.11. A to B equals C to D. Inside the NASDAQ, the dead dog, Amazon, AMZN, that was the leading stock inside the NDX 100 today. AMZN. This is pretty amazing, too. So Amazon also did an ABC structure on the way up, up $16.50, 324. Now, Amazon has come down from, 404, but took out the small swing point today, took out 314. So let's see, your 8 point is 284, 314, that's $30. And your C point is 303, which is 333. Your next swing higher here is 337. I expect them more than likely we're going to run into that baby tomorrow. 877-927-6648. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 98. NASDAQ up 44. S&P's up 12. Big Blue is up $1.47. Caterpillar was up $2.65. We're going to be right back, folks.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Wouldn't it be great if you could get a red light, green light indicator that gives you signals on 25 different future contracts? Now you can with Taz Signal Box. This red light, green light market profile system dynamically updates 24 hours a day and provides you with important trend and trade signals on 9 different commodities, 9 different indices, and 8 different currencies. Right now, you can receive a free 2-week trial to Taz Signal Box. For all the details and to find out how the Signal Box works, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rose, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pezzamento, Andy Hecht, Victor Jones, or Daryl Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We ended out, finished up 98. Nasdaq up 44. S&P's up 12. And as we do each and every Thursday at 20 past the first hour, we get our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. Andy, folks, has an outstanding show right here on TFNN every Tuesday, Thursday, 3 to 4 Eastern Standard Time. Just finished a great show. Now, coming this Saturday, we have a special event coming up. Andy's going to be doing a webinar. It's going to be about energy opportunities in the summer of 2014. You can sign up for that event right now on the front page of our website. It's only $99. When you sign up, folks, you get an exclusive 7-page report that Andy has done. You hit that, you get it done. Saturday morning, great workshop, 9:30 to 11. If you can't make it live, folks, don't worry, because it's going to be on your page for a full 30 days. Andy Heck, what's going on?
How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great. Well,
good.
One down. I know. That overtime, man. We gotta.
I know. It's all right. We'll see.
Right.
Unfortunately, I'm not going. I'm doing the webinar on Saturday.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I was planning on going to L.A. to go to the second game.
Yes.
But I went to California last weekend, and I had this pain in the back of my mouth.
Okay.
And yesterday I went to the dentist, and I am scheduled to have my wisdom teeth removed on Monday, which is really a real bummer.
Oh, you still got your wisdom teeth.
And I got to tell you, I'm 54 years old. The dentist looked at me, he smiled, he said, "This is not going to be a picnic." I'm not a happy camper.
Oh, boy.
Not a happy camper. So I'll be on with you tomorrow, or for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then I'll do the thing Saturday, and then next week I think I'll be a chipmunk, and if I feel better, I'll call in. But
okay.
I think we'll take a week to convalesce a little bit.
Well, hopefully he has strong hands and get him out. If you get a dentist, folks, you want strong hands.
I just want to go to sleep. I wake up and have it all be over.
When they go in there, they got one strong hand, yank that baby out.
I got 4 of them.
Oh,
4 of them coming out.
God.
So it should be a real picnic. But anyway,
that's unusual. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I'm not asking questions. I just want the pain to stop.
No, that's man.
It's a painful thing.
Toothaches, headaches, and stomach aches. Forget toothache.
Yeah, and then they give the antibiotic to cut down the infection in the diseased tooth, and that causes the stomach ache. So it's a real pleasure. Let me tell you. Anyway, listen. You know what I'm confused about? Maybe you can shed some light on.
Yeah.
So Draghi comes out today. He finally does something.
I know.
All right, he finally does something, and basically, we got negative interest rates in Europe. As I understand, it's bank to bank. It's negative interest rates to spur lending activity and increase the economy. Now, gold is really a currency.
Right.
I think that the reaction of gold to this is so muted. It's so disappointing. Gold should have been up $25, $30 today. It's up $9. It's to me it shows the inherent weakness in gold right here. Unless we get some real good follow through. What do you think?
Well, the other side of that, right, would be that you're at negative interest rates. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. If it's negative interest
gold,
rates,
it costs money to hold gold.
No.
Right.
This is
right. And you got the dollar cracking it down 300 points today. And gold, $9 rally. After we've come down so hard and it's oversold, it's really it shows how out of favor gold and silver are here.
Yeah, it does. What does happen inside the euro and the dollar, though, is to me, is that the dollar got over swing point, had volume, means we're going to be right back up there. The euro got to lows, had volume, means we're going to be back down there. The deviance, and this is where that if you can get rid of fear and greed for a bit, folks, in the marketplace, guess what? The reality is that, my reality anyway, is that the euro is going to go down because fundamentally, when you have a deal that you're going negative, your currency certainly shouldn't be getting stronger, which it did today. Okay.
It's just that interest rates across the board everywhere, they're so low. I mean,
they're going lower too.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree. But gold is money. It's the ultimate money. It makes it compete. It should compete more. So, eventually maybe we're going to have a delayed reaction here. I think the downside is probably limited here with the interest rates so low. But I'm just saying on a one-day trading basis, very disappointing. I would have been much more comfortable if we saw gold up $25 at this juncture.
Yeah. No, listen, at one point we had the dollar and gold up, which I thought was intriguing. I said, okay, they're going for it. But what we did have out here, no doubt, folks, is nice volatility, so.
Yeah. Cocoa's interesting. Let's look at cocoa. Let's look at cocoa. We haven't talked about that in a long time. Cocoa has moved from, let's see, $2,849 a ton on May 8th up to almost $3,100. And this is a perfect example of a long-term demand-based rally.
Right.
And as we've mentioned on the show, China is eating more chocolate. The demand for chocolate confectionery products across Asia is increasing, and the potential of an El Nino this year, and the fact that cocoa is produced in these equatorial climates, the Ivory Coast, Ghana, Brazil, Malaysia. This is a very interesting market here.
Well, it looks like it's an ABC up to 32.50. So
yep. And that makes sense because it's been going up. Like if you look at it, if you look at a longer-term chart, it's a nice step stair up. Goes up 200, makes a new high, comes back, pulls back. It's a very nice market to trade if you have patience. It's not a day trader's market. It's more of a medium-term trading market. But I reckon that eventually we will get a move. When we get a weather event, if we get an El Nino this year, we get a problem in Africa, we will challenge those highs at $3,800 a ton and go through them and maybe even put up a $4,000 print.
So 3,800 was the last high. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's kind of my target on this thing.
Right.
So that's interesting. I mean, that's one of the interesting ones out there. A lot of the others are just, crude oil is like watching paint dry.
Well, intraday it's not. But no, I agree. I mean, to me, we've had a couple good spikes intraday, but I know what you're saying. What you had out here with the crude today, folks, you get down to 101.60. And see, now this is where this is going to get interesting because crude did what the dollar did and the euro did. You broke the swing point, broke with volume, so that's realistically an ABC structure down. You didn't hold price, but that means we'll be right back down there. We did 186,000 contracts today. You broke the 102.10, which had 159. And intraday, I happen to be trading this intraday. There was nice trades, man. I mean, there's some. I mean, you had a dollar range today. You only had a 56-cent range the other day, Tuesday. Yeah. So more opportunity. Now, natural gas. The EIA came out with figures today. Let me see what the build was. We had a build of 119 BCF. That was on the upper side of expectations. Okay. And prices are higher. Look, the inventories are just too low in natural gas here. They're just too low. And that's reflected. That put a lot of volume in. 100. So natural gas right now, this is the ABC up from the bottom. So
yeah.
420,
this thing's looking good.
460, you get 40 cents. You got 490. Yeah, so it's going to the highs.
$4.90 to $5. Yeah, that's where I think.
Listen, folks, come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see Andy right on the front page, folks. He's doing an outstanding webinar for you folks this Saturday, 9:30 to 11. Andy, you have a great one, safe one. Of course, we look forward to speaking to you tomorrow.
I'll speak to you tomorrow. Take care.
Coming right back, folks.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization automation capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Andy Hecht has just announced a live 90-minute webinar that he'll be hosting Saturday, June 7th from 9:30 till 11 a.m. Eastern Time, entitled Energy Opportunities During the Summer of 2014. With the frigid winter having depleted some key energy stockpiles, Russian political tensions high, and the storm season for the Gulf setting up to reverberate through energy markets worldwide, opportunities could present themselves over the summer months that could provide huge payoffs. When you sign up, you'll gain immediate access to a 7-page report Andy has put together as an introduction to what he'll be covering, so you can start preparing and get a feel for what Andy will be discussing live during the workshop on Saturday, June 7th. Andy will be advising his attendees of at least one trading recommendation in each area, including crude oil, natural gas, coal, and refining spreads and oil products. The best part is that this live 90-minute webinar is only $99. Don't wait. Sign up today and reserve your spot while gaining instant access to Andy's 7-page report right now. For all the details, visit the front page of TFNN.com. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 98, NASDAQ up 44, S&P's up 12. Let's go over and we take a look at the XAU and the HUI. We take a look at the XAU, and this is what you have. Up $1.62 out here today. We won't get the volume until a little bit later. She's coming right into the downdraft that had been created on the 27th. HUI, same type of setup. It looks to me, though, that we're going to start building a bit cause here, because bottom line is that the lows that it was going after it, the A to B equals C to D, we actually hit the highs of the lows on that gold contract. We take a look at a few of the gold stocks out here. Well, actually, let's go to the SLV first. The SLV trades, it's the iShares Silver Trust. That was up 20 cents today. What you did have is that this is trying to get back inside the range. Peaked its head right at it today. It's 1826, the range, and we're at 1826. So we'll see how this deals tomorrow. Now, what's cool about what the XAU did, the HUI did, GLD did is this. when they bounced, folks, what they had done is that they got into the downdraft from May 30th. So what is going to happen now is that downdraft from May 30th, like on the SLV, the high of that was 1828, the low was 1791. So now what's going to happen is this, is that as it comes back down, it's going to have to get into that area where we have monster volume at the low, which is sweet, because it's going to be very hard to get back into that if, in fact, we go in that next 3 or 4 days, which I think we will. Why? Because the amount of energy, that was only 5 days ago that we went down. We go back up. If we try to get right back into it, just will not have the breath, won't have the energy to do it. And what that says, you can't bust them down. Guess what? Start busting them back topside. We go take a look at the XLF, the financials out here. What we have with the financials, that was up 21 cents. Financials, the high in the financials is 22.65. We are at 22.65. The correlation, we did 30 million versus 62. So what's intriguing on that one is that the Qs did take out the B point with volume, the IWM did, the SPY did. This is on a daily volume, not the weeklies. Thing is still weak, but I suspect it wants to go. XLF couldn't handle it. XLE, let's go take a look at the energy sector. Inside the energy sector, what you have is this. She was up 55 cents. She is over the highs. The last high that was generated up there was 9.6 million. She did 6.5. So she also didn't have the high. XOM. We go look at Exxon, the largest weighting structure inside the XLE. She was up 51 cents. No. Well, actually, the volume wasn't. No, the volume was pretty good. It was 12 million, but 12 million is going into 13, but that's decent. Couldn't hold price too well. We take a look at the second largest weighting, and that's going to be Chevron CVX. CVX didn't have the juice either. So what's going to be intriguing here is this. So let's go over this whole deal. So the way that Europe is going to go at this particular point is that the bank-to-bank, if they park money, they have to pay money to park money. Okay? Negative interest rates. What Draghi is going to do is this. I suspect, real estate's already high in Europe, but it's going to get a lot higher. Because what he's going to do, now they don't have mortgage-backed securities over there. So what they're going to do is that he said to the banks, listen, you're going to make some mortgage-backed securities. And he's talking about $456 billion, I believe. So they'll make them, then they'll buy them. That's how they're going to monetize this deal. So when they make them, of course, then they're going to send that amount of bread out. And what this is all about is not only getting the economy going, but what it's about is getting... They're worried in a huge way about deflation. That's where this whole thing comes up. Mario Draghi, this is just one of the articles, is betting that the banking system rather than the bond market is best ally for now in the fight against deflation. Acting in a more sweeping fashion than most investors anticipated, the European Central Bank today cut interest rates to unprecedented lows and unveiled measures to beef up lending for banks in a bid to revive inflation, languishing at close to a quarter of its target. It's going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. Inside that context, however, okay, they're going to created battling the deteriorating economic outlook and prolonged period of slow inflation. ECB became the first major central bank to charge rather than pay banks for parking cash in its coffers. It created a targeted $542 billion loan program to incentivize banks to lend themselves and extend the practice of granting them as much cheap cash as they want until the end of 2016. It's a big number. It's a big number. Now the real key is will they get it out and will people take it? I suspect they're going to because when you look at the real estate market over there, if you look at London, if you look at Paris, bottom line is that that market there is already high. That type of money should push the inflation rate up a bit. We go take a look at the euro silver contract. Let's go over to silver. We saw the gold contract. What the silver contract did is this. We did 44,000 contracts, up 24 cents. And when we take a look at the silver, what you had is that your spike low on silver was 18.68. Last week we get down to 18.61. We are going to need, more volume, but today's a good start inside that silver market. So there's disconnects, no doubt, inside the marketplace. The biggest disconnect right now that I see out here is the correlation inside the bond, inside the dollar versus the euro. That's what it really comes down to. Now, technically, what you do have is this. Technically, as the euro was coming down out here today, if we take a look at this for a second, what you did have is that it overshot it, but it was doing a 0.618 retracement of the move from the 3rd of February. That's what it was doing. Overshot it, said, see ya, don't want to be ya, went topside, and then if you take this topside and let's look at the other way, meaning that's like, okay, so where would you want to bounce to? The bounce of the euro, 139.98. And right now we're at 139.62. And what that 139.98 is a 0.382 retracement from the high to the low. So we'll see how that little baby shakes out. Folks, if you'd like to test drive my gold report, the way you can do that, you come over to our website at TFNN. You go into newsletters, go into investment newsletters. You can test drive the gold report for a month, absolutely free. If you'd like to test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, the way you do that, go to TFNN, go to newsletters, go to trading newsletters. You can test drive Market Insights for 2 weeks, absolutely free. We staying inside of the gold market for a second. If we take a look at Rheingold Resources, which has been and continues to be one of the strongest stocks out here, not any juice out here today. Up $1.31, that's not enough. Now, Royal Gold, what you have is this. If we take a look at Royal Gold, what we have with Royal Gold is this. Royal Gold had juice in it, which is really positive. Why? Royal Gold trades like the physical contract trades. Royal Gold today did 947,000 shares, got into a price point, was up 221, is trading at 65.03. The next took it to the swing point. It's in a higher range once again. So let's go to Brent in California. Hey, Brent, what's going on?
I'm doing just great, Tom. How about you?
Good, man. Nice talking to you. How's the weather out there?
Actually, a beautiful day today. It's probably about right around 80 degrees.
Oh, that's perfect, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, we're kind of lucky. We have kind of marine influence, so we get fog at times, and
perfect.
Kind of like natural air conditioner.
Yeah, that's a fact, man.
Yeah, pretty nice.
So look at this little view. Look at Chipotle, right?
Yeah, I was going to ask you. They look like there's a few things kind of come into place here with. If you take the overall move from 622 down to, I think it was 472. I don't have all the numbers in front of me, but it's basically done a 618 retracement.
Yeah.
It's going into that ugly downdraft from 580 down to, I don't know all the numbers. You know what I'm talking about.
No, you're right. It went down to 472. Yeah, it went from 620 to 472, right?
Yeah, it seems like it's going back up there with lighter volume. I know we've got the market kind of, the only negative is, I'm thinking about shorting, but the only negative is, this market's kind of strong. So
yeah, no, you stay right there. We're looking at Chipotle. No, I can see it. It's a perfect 618 from this level, too. You stay right there. We're going to be coming right back. 877-927-6648. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 98. NASDAQ up 44. S&P's up 12. We'll be right back, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman wave sequence. Using the Chapman wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com. Eastern legend tells of a fair maiden who was offered a rare gift by the king of the land, a bag of pearls. The king promised that she could keep the largest, most perfect pearl she could find with these 3 conditions. 1, choose only 1 pearl. 2, remove 1 pearl at a time, accept or reject it. And 3, if rejected, it would be lost forever. She began by looking at the pearls, passing on many special treasures. She delved deeper into the bag, and soon the pearls were replaced with pebbles. Sadly, she went home empty-handed. Folks, replace pearls with time, because we cannot go back even 2 seconds. We live in the eternal moment of now. So when now are you going to take advantage of my offer to you, a subscription to my daily investment newsletter service, Mastering Probability, where you can experience the most incredible pearls for trading and investing, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator and Strategy. The offer? It gets better. A 30-day money-back guarantee. Don't go home empty-handed. Mastering Probability. Available on the homepage of TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can't use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment segment is brought to you by BackTech Environmental. For more information, just click the BackTech banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We had ExxonMobil was up 51 cents. You had Merck up 17. 3M was up $1.43. Inside the Dow Industrials, what we had is this. Putting juice into the Dow was Caterpillar, Microsoft, JP Morgan Chase, and Bank of America. We're talking with our man Brent from Martinez, California. We're talking about Chipotle. And Chipotle, folks, the high for the year is 622. The low is 350. So, you know, for a market that did go topside the big way out here, this really didn't get that much traction out here today. So let's just put this on a weekly. Okay, so a weekly, you're at 561. I see, interesting. Okay, so what we're doing is this. When we hit a high, so we hit the high, Brent, okay, at that 622. At 2.8 million. Now, he came off that high, folks, with 3.4 million. Last month, you go up with 2.1, which is sweet for shorting it. So the real key is that 582, 554. This is interesting. So what you really want to do is you really want to wait to the end of this week. Oh, it's only tomorrow. You see how it's going into that bar, that the bottom of that bar is 554? And because you're already in, it's like, okay, man, you know, that's almost looking like, okay, you're going to go to 582 and because if it closes tomorrow inside the 554 bar, even though it has no volume, it's like, okay, man, you're going to go to 582. So the weight deal is probably where it's at.
It makes sense. That's what I was.
Yeah.
It looked like there's a lot of things coming together around that level. So yeah, I'll just be patient and see how it acts when it gets up there, I guess.
Yeah. And what I'd also do is this. This is what I'm going to do, okay? What you had out here today is this. The small caps haven't moved. They were the weakest indice. So you had the small caps take off today. Amazon hadn't moved that takeoff. So you had a lot of the dogs take off. The small cap, if we use the IWM, your A point is 107.44. Your B point is 113.84. So you got 6 points, right? So your ABC structure is A to B equals C to D, 117.16. So I would let that baby finish out and then see what Chipotle looks like or anything else that you're going to basically sell, folks. You know, and you can actually go right over to the QQQ and look at the same thing because the Qs took out a swing point today in volume too. And what you'd want is that you want those ABC structures finishing on the daily basis before you basically sold the market. And on the weekly basis, it looks like right now, let's see, we're dealing with 154 million. Or 107. This is going to get interesting. So watch what happens here. So on the daily basis, folks, inside the Qs, you get a small ABC up. On the weekly basis, you don't, though. Let me go see the IWM and see what we have. So, because there's only 1 day left, you can kind of gauge it out. On the weekly basis, it's the same thing in the IWM. So it's a daily ABC structure versus a weekly, which, of course, doesn't make a difference in the price projection. You still could probably get the price projection. And if we're going to get that price projection, folks, I figure you're going to get it tomorrow. Cooking, brother?
All right. Thank you very much, Tom. So which one do you put more emphasis on, a daily or which? You put more emphasis on the weekly. Okay. Okay? But it makes sense because of the way that we're structured right now, meaning that we had got into the highs, over the highs with no volume. Volume came out today, and it came out and it took out just our last 5 trading days, which we had no volume. But it's still an ABC up. I mean, if you take out the B point, you take it out with volume, it's an ABC up. And that would be the most deviant thing that the market could do at this particular point. Is just really do the next leg up. That next leg up would be enough if people don't take stops in the short the market. To really put some pressure on the short side of the market, period. And
not just to put pressure on the short side of the market, to basically bring more people into the marketplace. So.
Okay.
Cooking, man.
Right, thanks a lot, Tom. You take care. Huh?
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Let's go over and we take a look at Google, because you had Amazon take off south. Now, Google didn't take off. Well, let's go inside the Index 100, actually. So inside the Index 100, Whole Foods was the second largest point gainer. That's a dead cat bounce. TripAdvisor, let's see what TripAdvisor was. That was up 3%. That's not bad. So TripAdvisor wants to go to its highs. This is pretty intense. So the high of TripAdvisor is 109. That had come down to 75. Man, that's a trip. See, what's interesting is that the VIX, the volatility is low, but the bottom line is that a lot of these stocks have been volatile, no doubt. So TripAdvisor, that also took out the B point. That's saying that, hey, guess what? 109 is game again. We go take a look at stay with the Index 100, and the fourth one was Western Digital. So that was up 280, and she had juice too, you know. Yeah, the high flyers that had get whacked, bottom line, you know, a lot of them had juice out here today. What you do have also, though, well, here, let's take a look at the IBB, because the IBB had started, no juice in the IBB. Interesting. The IBB had started the whole NASDAQ on the way down. IBB went from 275 down to a price point of 207. Comes all the way back up. The IBB is getting huge resistance from this 324 and the 21st. So March 21st and March 24th, the way that had come down, it was huge resistance. Inside the Dow Industrials, we had Caterpillar. That was the largest mover out here. Caterpillar's up 265. Her high is 108.21. She's going to need a lot more to get up over that high. Some of the telecoms, kind of sideways, definitely a sideways move out here. Marbell was flat. Marbell she had gone down to this April 25th area. Last time we were down, there was 21 million shares, and she came down with 22. Last time she had come down there with 59 million to 34.46. We hit 34.80 today. So what that's going to do is that's going to keep that into a consolidation. We take a look at Big Blue. Big Blue still is no juice. Big Blue still having a hard time out here. Inside the let's see, inside the Dow, who else was moving out here? Microsoft had some action. Microsoft was up 89 cents. That has a little juice in it too. Microsoft wants to get up to its highs. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it. Take ownership of it and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Look forward to speaking to you right here tomorrow. Go get them, folks.